Good morning. Today we are quiet and we've got some clear skies in most parts of the valley. Quiet precipitation wise, I should say. It's still breezy out there to start off this morning. Not as intense as some of the winds were yesterday, at least not yet. But we do have some stronger winds coming up later today. We're looking at our temperatures right now. We've got 35 miles per hour in Fargo and 32 in Grand Forks. It's 35 degrees rather in Fargo, 32 degrees in Grand Forks. It's 30 in Devil's Lake, 25 in Langdon, and 30 in Foston and in Roseau. So temperatures are below freezing in some places. It is a little frosty in some areas too, so a good morning to get that car warmed up a little bit earlier before you head out. And it's 34 in Fergus Falls and in Wadena. In Gwinner, we're at 32. So again, temperatures are right around the freezing mark to start, and that's a lot cooler than yesterday. You'll notice the difference here this morning. The wind's still out of the northeast. It's still relatively strong, especially for this time of day. We've got steady speeds in the teens and then some gusts into the 20s. Fargo, a 25 mile per hour gust, and in Fergus Falls, 24 miles per hour. Sisseton, 29 miles per hour for your gusts. So some strong winds still moving through the valley, and those may pick up as we get that sunshine later on today. So looking at your radar and satellite map, we're mainly clear. We're quiet here in the valley. Expanding the view, you can see there are some snow showers and rain showers around Duluth and the Boundary Waters there. And that's associated with that system that's moved on from our area. We are just experiencing maybe a few more clouds at that today, and the strong winds still out there. Maybe not as strong as yesterday, but by 7 a.m. we've got winds gusting to potentially around 30 miles per hour, and temperatures that remain chilly through the morning hours. 9 a.m. still looking at some low to mid, maybe a couple of upper 30s at that point. And for the later morning and into the noon hour, those temperatures do start to rise again into some upper 30s to around 40 to 45 degrees for your lunch break. That's still pretty cool, especially from the 70s to 80 degree temperatures we had last week. This is tough. And ahead for the afternoon, still breezy, but the wind just a little bit, little by little, it starts to ease up here for today. So around 4 o'clock, we're going to be seeing those wind speeds in the low and the teens to some low 20s or mid 20s here by 4. High temperatures today, mid 40s to around 50 degrees, and that is it. So it's going to be a cool one, a little bit slightly cooler than average. And again, some variable cloudiness. We'll mainly see some sunshine, but from time to time we'll have clouds rolling through, and that'll be the case for tonight too. With a little disturbance passing just to our north, we may see a couple of sprinkles along the Canadian border there here for later on tonight. Now, our next chance or decent chance for rain and snow comes up Wednesday night and into Thursday, but most of the day Wednesday we're looking pretty good. We've got some wind, still breezy out of the northwest and into the teens to some 20s. By noon, temperatures into the 40s to some mid 50s, and we continue that climb from there. So it's going to be a little milder as we get into the day tomorrow, more into that 50 to 60 degree range coming up for the valley. Now for later on Wednesday night, we start to see that system wind up and start to work its way into the region, but it probably won't be until late overnight Wednesday night and into Thursday that we see our chance for rain, and then the potential for some of that, if it's cold enough and the timing is right, some of that may switch over to a little bit of light snow that we'll see coming down in parts of the valley, especially northern valley, but even in the south we could see a few snowflakes too. And those temperatures will be on the downturn through the day Thursday and dropping below the freezing mark. Now Friday and into Saturday, we're trying to make some recovery. I think there may be some places that are stuck in the 30s one or both of those days, but we're working our way out of that on Saturday. It's going to be a chilly start for tailgaters, but at least we'll be on the dry side, and we make a recovery Sunday back into the 50s, but now we're kind of entering that time of year here where we're really starting to see those temperatures cool, and with every system that rolls through, the potential for snow mixed in with that rain is there. So certainly some changes this week from last week.
It's what everyone is talking about, for sure. Thank you, Lisa. Coming up here on the Valley today, a Fargo family is out $80,000 after their contractors suddenly go out of business.